What's up, Liru the Lance Corporal here. We're just setting up.
Aw, darn.
We got the Altis wall in the middle of frickin'
I wish I
Kavala.
could be with you.
I need to frickin' mute myself. We're just they're just organizing comms. We're going to get started a bit early today, which is actually quite exciting.
Get the fuck in the other.
But the frickin' map
Okay,
that's
I
already
gotta find out
prepped,
what
I mean,
squad I'm
good
in.
god.
What if we're new?
You've got no man's land in the middle of this riverbed, and then giant frickin' walls of coal, but I can't even speak today. So, very simple. Round one, mostly CSAT units are going to be on the players, but we are going to have some PvP tonight. Some units are on NATO, and it's basically whoever destroys the other radio tower first wins.
Am I missing something?
The real op with the involvement of the Berlin Wall doesn't start till the next round, but this is just so they can get used to this fucking map. We do have some custom composition turrets as well, so that'll be interesting.
Put in the first time.
As you can see, you know, I'm actually quite surprised here because I was expecting to, because I have to add them to the interface, I don't run that script, they'd actually just start killing each other, but they didn't, so yippee for my player base. Just someone tell me when y'all are ready, like type it.
User left your channel.
So anyway, how are you guys doing? We're just chilling out here, waiting for everything.
Joined your channel.
Bit People Star down in Charlie.
Let me just quickly check the,
Also, there was going to be a briefing, you said?
Yeah, we already went through it. Ask someone else for it. Good God, the TeamSpeak channels composition.
Channel switched.
Alright, I'm getting my own channel. Alright, let's say it this way. Is anyone not ready? Knight, can you also get back to the spawn area? Alright, there's Nemesis. Alright, also everyone gather around. I'd like to get a snapshot. Which I'm going to tell you right now. I'm lying. Fuck, there's someone else that just joined. Yes, non-VG stay in alpha. Good God. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, guys. This is gonna be great. Alright, guys. GLHF. Let's start playing. Mission is a go. So again, very simple concept. That's to ensure they all respawn at the same time. There's a few different areas CSAT can respawn. A lot of them are opting to pick here. One of them didn't cotton. Ah, come on. I need to really just start incorporating that script. A lot of them voting to spawn near this tower. Smart. Play it defensively. None picking over here. It's weird. NATO also picking to spawn back by their tower. These bases will have a lot of extra ammo for general weaponry. But now we're going to start the NATO pushes. Because the background is NATO is trying to breach into CSAT territory. Let's start having that happen. And again, if they shoot civs, I will personally make them pay for it.
Ready for orders. Roger.
Now, whether or not the AI crosses the bridge instead of going in the fucking mines, that's up to them. Some of these guys are running backwards. Are they opting? They're going to try to get on the castle and provide sniper cover, but Not all of them need to do that. Here. One of them already goes down. Also a little concerning, if they go up there, this turret's gonna have eyes on. But I've kind of thrown them into the fray with this, not really even so much of a briefing. And this has just been, I wanted some instinctual, immediate reactions, you know, kind of thrown in the fray as, you know, this just happened, shit's going down, and I want to see how this player base takes it. Because I'm always trying to, you know, expand on some talents. I will say, yes, this is a Wednesday op. Exotic ops are generally VG members only. However, we do have some non-VG members still waiting for their perms, etc. Mainly, we do have these teams pushing up. But the biggest threat are going to be these custom composition turrets. Still derping the hell out. PID is also going to be very important. Nemesis goes down. Some NATO units on the bridge, that's why. But as you can see, there is a lot of crap, so I'm going to be in the backspace mode a lot to just get cinematics here. Actually, really just to get rid of some of the crap. But NATO making heavy pushes in. But CSAT should be defensive around this radio tower, just as NATO should be defensive around theirs. Very interesting, I'm going to say. One team pushing into the border. Also, to give CSAT a small edge, all the defensive infantry are in guard camo, while these guys are just regulars. Whether they figure that out or not, it's up to them. Because again, chaos in a city that just broke out into all-out warfare. And it's first person only too, so he's going to look. That is an enemy unit. He's going to sight him. You gonna take the shot, buddy? That is the quietest sounding gun I have ever fucking heard, Grizzly. Good God. Well, he's using either JSRS or Soundcore, and it's fucking with his audio. That's great. Meanwhile, NATO pushing up to the border here. We might have our first bout of PvP action. Dreams gets shot. Dispatched by Kopinger right there from the looks of it. Suppressed sniper shot right on him. Some of these turrets are tucked away a bit. But meanwhile, now they're pushing up. They just saw that NATO guy go down. So also be careful on their flank here, but it looks like that team has pushed up. The turret knows it. Do they not know? Let's give them a surprise. Come on, what do you think this is, guys? Well, someone dealt a naughty surprise right there. I'm surprised it didn't automatically fire at them when they crossed. I've already done some testing, but come on. They're just hugging this turret because they do need AT. And there's only 2 of them left. Meanwhile, Iron State, He gets shot at, flanked by some of the players pushing up here. They're tossing smoke across effectively. Knight's on the second story. Shoots him dead. We're also testing, instead of the basic vanilla medical system, it's on advanced, so extensive damage, if they're in that wounded animation, will kill them much more quickly. It's like this team's hugged around, using this very nice thin wall space. I just heard an explosive go off. Possibly from one of the landmines. This unit crawled down. Pulled is stupid. But it looks like the main bout of action is happening in this bottom area on the west. Are you guys... Take the turret seriously, guys. Come on. That was pretty fucking funny. I'll give it that. Swee must be freaking out in the corner. He's trying to get his buddy back up. But I can assure you they're going to need to pop smoke. Don't do it. Pop smoke, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. I feel like the Jaws theme should be playing in the background. Good God. Yeah, we'll get donations up later. It's my quote-unquote #1 priority, which means I'll probably get it up by the end of the week. Shit, okay, now I actually can see. Oh, well, at least they did the right thing, but I see him running out right there. I could kill you. Oh, it got them both. Well, shit. You need AT to pop this turret. I mean, I thought one of them was going to be able to get through the doorway, but they've got two guys now pushing up to assist. Sounds like they're not communicating, though. Because with all this smoke pops, they could then run up and help them. Also got this turret over. But also if they put charges at the turret. Oh well. Units running around. They're really trying to spearhead here. CSET has a wide defensive operation here. Dreams, though, choosing the sniper angle. Killing off a lot of these AI to help his AI push in. Let's put in some reinforcements to make things interesting. Because again, this is experimental ops, exotic ops. We're just trying to experiment with what's going to work, what's not going to work. I can see those landing up there. I told you. I mean, I've got line of sight up there and I'm seeing tracers go off. I can see his head. What if I load AP? He's taking it like a champ. Not really reacting. Let's see if I get him right in the face. Ooh! You can see the blood splatter off of that one. I mean, an AP round going through your skull. Not good. Meanwhile, a lot of the player base now moving up through this route. This turret needs to be taken out. I hope they're at least communicating through command chat about it. Because I swear, if I got a remote control to kill a few people to keep delivering the message, I will.
On the move.
I'm also seeing a lot of these civs still up, which is really good, to be honest. I don't want them to keep doing that shit that they've been doing. But a lot of units pushing up here. The issue, though, is this turret. Smokes. Come on. There it is. Yellow smoke. I can still see you. I can still see you too. Wow, that was a critical. I wasn't expecting that. But that turret is disabled. Let's give it a blowout, because why not? Blows up the house. GG. So that's the southern turret down. Grizzly gets killed by iron. And this smoke trail should alert everyone that the units of CSATs are now coming in. They've got an open angle. And they're going to use this as effectively as they can. Gathering at the base of this, probably coordinating with what they need to do now. Civ's just walking by. Hearing another charge go off. So two of them again found this little alleyway to go across. Three of them. One of them's not marked. He's too late to mark though, because I'd marked too much shit in the mill. Iron pushing out. But I think they've ID'd that there is another turret right there. Jimbo also getting sniped from up there. Not too sure what NATO is trying to do. I think they've regrouped to say that players are pushing up. Iron gets shot dead, probably by either Gap. Nope. Mr. Invisible over here. Who I don't know who he is. No communication to say that there's a guy right there, so that could be an issue. Meanwhile, they're up on this 50 cal. They kill Night of Dark. Giving them a run for their money. But I gotta help NATO any way I can, because they are the side that is supposed to lose. They fire a rocket at her. There she goes. So I'm a bit surprised. It usually, last time I did a test round with a few guys, it took them a while to figure out how to blow that stuff up, but they're figuring it out at the very least. Nemesis dies. And this player dies, and I have no idea who he was. And this guy gets killed by AI, so still really a stalemate across this bridge.
Standing by.
Going to send NATO reinforcements up. But again, the next real threat is this 50 cal. firing across. Multiple NATO troops covering each other. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see what happens when we throw in some MRAPs. And for the NATO side, we'll throw in a few hunters. And that should help with some unit ferrying and transportation. This bridge is still being heavily contested. It's like Evil Sui is making a solo push to this area. Again, these two places are going to be heavily locked down. Gonna move some of these hunters up. But again, because of these turrets, taken some damage, but it seems to be still okay for the most part. Yep. Dead AI gets annihilated. That should be a good example for Sui, who's still peeking this corner. Might want to rethink that. Meanwhile, that CSAT push has been annihilated. The Puba up here, he has all of his clothes off. Is he trying to blend in as a civilian? It's not a bad idea, but I think these guys are also going to fire at naked guys. Still utilizing this turret as best we can. I think Puba might try to go around and flank. But this side is also heavily locked down. And these are open kill areas. That's why you gotta use your smoke as best you can. Oh god, he's going into no man's land. You have to be extremely careful. He's judging his movements by eye. He sees that landmine. Holy crap. Just walks around that one and then gets annihilated by Gavalor. Oh, the anticlimactic is real. Oh, man. This turret's not even facing the right way. Some of these routes are supposed to be locked down to a point CSAT has a very difficult time getting into, hence the placement of this 50 cal. But if they were to outflank it and the route they've already cleared, they should be able to, easily decrew it and then push up. I'm hearing a vehicle. Sounds like one of the CSAT's vehicles. This could give them an edge because this area is pretty open. They got a player up here. What are you standing up right in front of a frickin' MG for? Good God. Oh, the stupidity. Come on, guys. Hypothetically, if there's a frickin' MG pointing right at you where you just came in, are you gonna stand up and try to take it head on? There you are, buddy. Now they're firing frags on my position. Ah, these guys are so special. See, I see a NATO trooper right there. Not sure. I think that's a player, though. Knowing who was around and who wasn't. He gets immediately mowed down by the turret. That wasn't even me. They've pushed this vehicle up. Iron State now fighting the unmasked player. That might be Aaron. I saw him late join. He pushes around. Iron. He gets shot dead. Getting in his wounded animation. And he gets him. Another NATO player runs into cover. And he gets shot. Good kill from whoever that was. No one's really learning, are they? Just gonna keep this MG pointed forward. Nicked off a piece of the wall. I guess if you charge enough infantrymen, eventually you will breach it. But good God, how many players had to die for that? Now we're going to start seeing pushes into the inner workings of NATO's defenses. Jimbo takes a 408. Now he's spotting. Has good overwatch of one of these checkpoints. Sweet, looks like with somebody else was able to actually disable that turret. Nice. Alright, chat, give me some suggestions for how I can reinforce NATO here. Let's not go for any tanks just yet, but, you know, armor, infantry. What should we start seeing? Because it's clear they will need some backup. But whatever that backup is up to you. Any VG member that's been here in VG for 3 months, by the way, can vouch for someone who isn't in VG. Or who is under the age limit, I should say. This guy getting his rocket launcher out. A bit premature because right across, he gets shot. Iron runs out in the open. He might also get shot. If he's not careful, but looks like he was sniped from across. This CSAT team now pushing in. Armored car. I can't do zombies. Flying trucks. All right, let's do a simple armored car first. How about a prowler?
Ready for orders.
And then let's load it with some CTRG guys.
Ready. Ready for orders. Awaiting orders. Understood.
Rockets going out, blows up one of the MRAPs trying to run over infantry. That was either Knight of Dark or the infantryman itself. Then Iron gets shot. Knight runs right up to his position. He's being fired from across. He's blind firing Knight. You're not going to win this engagement. He's in way too much cover. Holy crap. I spoke way too damn soon. Lucky headshot on the top of the helmet. Dominion gets outright massacred by this one garrison troop. Cloudy with a chance of trucks. Good God. Alright, let's send in a Hunter HMG now.
Ready. On the way.
We'll see. We'll see how ridiculous that gets, and if we have to go into truly ridiculous territory. Looks like all these civs are gathering around this area. Good God, a CSAT throws a nade, I swear to God. Hunter HMG pushing up. Looks like this guy might have traded with one of these units or one of these AI. Or just outright killed from it. But a lot of CSAT has been pushed back here. It's like a Hunter HMG has been pushed around as well. Alright, you're lucky because you're outside of the fucking area. Let's add you to the interface real quick. Garfield. Same with you. Sharp shot. There's Aaron, late joiner. One of these guys immediately gets mowed down. Rockets are being shot at this position. Rocket goes out, kills the Hunter. Blows up the building next to it. That's not good. Now we're seeing more of a unit push here. The third checkpoint. I'm just going to call these 1, 2, 3, 4. Going from west to east. Garfield's shooting at something over here. Now we're seeing another CSAT push. Let's put in some paradroppers, shall we?
Waiting orders. Will come.
And their end goal will be to get to the tower. Here, now let's see if I can freak the player base out. Oh yeah, they definitely know it's me just landing a unit. Coming in too fast. And I nailed it. And I'm immediately shot.
Hey, hold fire.
Ah, Nemesis. Fuck's sake. Units now touching down. Some actually pretty key areas for this mission. I'm surprised. We're seeing a stalemate on this area. Again, another CSAT push right in the middle of enemy territory. There isn't that much resistance here. It's really just there, so Let's throw in an APC. Not a platoon.
Awaiting orders. Roger. On the way.
Something to push him back. And we're having more late joiners. Now this APC's rolling in. Ooh, good God, it got all three of them. I'm using a suppressed scorpion. Ooh, okay, bit jerky on the controls. Well, I didn't mean for it to be that OP and immediately wipe them all out, but that should be a good lesson in fucking spacing. So it's not backing off.
Roger.
Let's see if I can send it up to the CSAT hub right here. See what it does. But audio contact is key for this puppy. And it already got itself stuck. God damn it, dude. Come on, go. Dominion is on his own, and he has a suppressed 9mm Scorpion. Hey man, if that's what he likes to use, that's what he likes to use. Aaron getting an RPG ready. Trades with it, heavily damages it. And someone else pops it with an RPG. Comian from the looks of it. Oh, nope, he's an auto rifle. Who had the second RPG then? Bet you it's probably someone unmarked. He gave his life to destroy that monstrosity. And they team killed Dominion. This one's for Dominion. That was a fuck up. Did I get a round off? But we gotta punish our boys if they team kill. Don't kill your friends, guys. It's not right. One of the civs that just starts swimming off. Just nope the fuck out. Jimbo checking his ammo, trying to assess his options of what he's got. It's like one of the players. That's very dangerous. Someone needs to move that, because if that vehicle blows, the tower blows as well. Not sure if they know that. That's very dangerous. Let's give them a transport vehicle. Throw it over here. See, yes, I do, but I have no idea where he spawns. Oh well, play on. Come late, I can't capture you on the Zeus interface. Oh well, I think that's actually a good punishment, because these are for the players, for them to watch back and see how they're doing. Nemesis saw him. Being very cheeky with the sharpshooter rifle. Fires a few shots. And he gets mowed down by an auto rifleman in a bush. Gotta be incredibly careful. Jimbo's now looking around, trying to find where those shots came from. Meanwhile, we've got another push by CSAT. Almost a friendly fire right there. They're even looting dead bodies. Jimbo gets shot. Probably by the snipers up on that castle. I told him I'd be some of the civs just to spectate. He took a bullet. He took a second bullet. And he gets shot, but he is in a wounded animation now. Having this team push up. Yeah, if they do kill civs, I will make some of these guys be suicide bombers and try to kill the enemy team. So far, I haven't been seeing that many civs death, thankfully. Or civ deaths, thankfully, so. Because if they were bloodthirsty, they'd be killing these guys by now. So at least they're in the right fucking mindset, you know what I mean? Looks like they got their buddy up. Some shots coming from that window. Still plenty of fighting. I actually kind of like this. As a civ, you can get a first-person perspective of the team moving in. And it fits because this is an urban environment. This team's heavily pushed up, though. Some AI running around, civs running around. Grenade was thrown, they gotta be careful with that. Immediately gets shot dead. He's throwing smokes. You missed your shot. This auto rifleman also shooting. I have no idea what buildings just completely cooked off. Oh. Oh. I told ya, that fucking vehicle. Wow. Wow, NATO actually did it. Well, I was not expecting that, but I figured that because the NATO vehicle was parked there, something like that was going to happen. That is a NATO victory. The side with less people won.
Congrats, NATO.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright. buggery. Next time, reduce hunters. Well, I had to give NATO some advantage. And that was just a single hunter. If they were rushing, then you defend. They could crash in the tower all they want. You just gotta get a frickin' 9.3 heavy gunner and shoot them. Alright, everyone. Respawn, join in the briefing area. We'll get the next stop underway. One of the turrets is still up. Let's slowly kill off some of the infantry. Cook off that turret. And GG. Next game mode will be interesting. I don't know, this might be a short stream, guys. I only had 2 ops planned. I was expecting that to be a much larger grind. Also expecting there to be some more common sense. Alright, also guys, start forming up in the alpha channel. We'll hold a small debrief. I hope that wasn't just a frag.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
I
User
think
joined your
also
channel.
correct
Hello.
someone.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello.
Hey.
Guys.
User was moved to your channel.
Well, that was interesting.
Very.
Oh, I had a
User
good
joined
idea
your
and
channel.
Dreams carried it out.
Was that
What,
the
he
guy
just
running
blew up
without a
the,
uniform?
I'm so proud.
The kamikaze
Blew
thing
up
with
the
the
car.
hunter and
Without
laser
wearing
charge
anything, so
touched
he
it
looked like a
off.
civilian.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
bullshit.
it was what I saw. I'd only just got into the server and saw someone with no pants on, basically running across
User
the road.
joined your channel.
So that was that's what won you the game.
Yeah, that's
Captain
that's
no
pretty much a
uniform.
technicality. Because you can't
there
tell
was
what
a
side
vest
you are.
on.
There's
If
only
there's a
5 of
vest
us.
on, you can PID the vest.
And
I
I had
only
a
got
pistol.
3 clips of it. And I literally only just joined, so I didn't even know what the objective was, so...
Hey, by the way, any guys that was up for team leads, please communicate.
I'll be back here in a little bit.
And it looks like my Berlin Wall is not even breakable, so yay, even though it was when I tested it. Fuck's sake.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this.
Alright, so got a few new things planned, a few... It just depends on... Why am I talking in this? Well, we have TeamSpeak for
Yeah,
a
I'm
reason.
wondering that as well.
I have no idea what I'm doing half the goddamn time.
Life.
That's very obvious, don't worry about it.
He says
This is
it.
life.
But hey, Liru,
Mm-hmm.
could you calm down on the hunters? Like, that was
There were only 4.
ridiculous. Only?
Only.
I only saw 2.
Actually,
guys.
yeah, there are only 4.
Huh, alright.
You guys got 2 MRAPs and I gave you a transport.
Alright. Obviously next time, before we do next mission or phase or what we're gonna do now, we should organize up for way better.
Yeah. Like at
Cool.
first,
Excuse me.
we had like two-man squads, and then we had and then we had 3 or 4 guys up in alpha, and then
Like, the thing that was the mistake here, like, what I saw, it was only, like, what I know as the veterans of the server, like, in this community, were just in alpha.
no,
And-
we were alpha, and like I think
Oh, you mean alpha? I thought you meant those
no,
guys
I
that
was in
were in
alpha,
recon.
but
I mean the guys that was on the recon squad in TeamSpeak. I don't
yeah.
know the name in the game, but like all the veterans were stacked up in one group,
Yeah.
and like all the other team leads didn't communicate at all.
I know,
what I heard.
was
Okay, so Grizzly told us that he tried communicating with the rest of you, but apparently only one of you responded, and he wasn't even a squad lead, so pretty much he gave up like halfway through.
Yeah, it figures.
Yeah, I was a combat medic for Alpha, and somebody else was squad lead, and I don't know where squad lead went. Like, just disappeared.
Alright, so clearly comms broke down, and that can cause some
Very quickly.
issues, so...
Yeah, it's very hard to squad lead,
Yeah,
so
if
you
you'd-
can only do general directions anyways. We can't see your squad on the map anyway.
If you don't mind me saying, we had a lot of guys mid-plan joining our TeamSpeak channel, and it kind of threw us off there. We had something going at the beginning, and then it just kind of fell apart when other people started joining in.
Yeah.
Yep, I can understand that. So, before we do the next round, how about we have a mini game?